What's good with y'all? Today I'm gonna show you how I make pluggnb, even though it's 2026. You know, the first thing that I did was make these simple ninth chords, and it goes like this. The way I got them to sound like they're all being played out one by one is first I would make my chord. So let's use this for example. I'll mute all these. Let's make a ninth chord. I'd highlight it and then press Alt S, and that strums the chord that I want to play. And now you can play around with the time and adjust it to however you want it to sound. So if I want it to sound like played out for longer, what I can do is adjust the time and then strum it for that length. This first layer of the melody is using chorus EP2. It's from Xenology. It's in there by default. You can find it in the search when you go to browse. You type it in. Moving on to my second layer. It's a pad, also from Xenology, and the chords are just played out in full length. So it sounds like this. Moving on to the next layer, I just copy and pasted the chords over from my first layer and then put it in here, and I cut it so it played out in a melodic way more so. The most I can really say is I just play around with how it sounds. So it plays the first chord, and then I add on to the ninth chord. I cut the seventh note and shift it down one. Honestly, the way that I did this is I just took the original chords and chopped them up a bit and kind of played with how it sounded. The next thing I did after that, was add a string layer from SRX strings. This is synth strings 2. I honestly just find a note that I like for the strings to start on, and then I make it build upward from there. And that's usually the way I go about doing my strings. In the layer following the strings, I have this weird lead type of sound that I got from Purity. This is called winter lead. You may notice that the pattern doesn't exactly follow the way that it sounds, and that's because it's just copied from the main lead. And if you want to make a lead that sounds like this, you don't have to do this. It's just a way that I find simpler to go about doing this. After that is the main lead, and it's a square lead from Xenology. It's called Porter Square Lead. And then after that, there's two bell leads. My honest advice with this is go with the metronome, and most of my bells, I treat them like they're walking, like they're taking steps down. And then after all that is my 808. Put together, this is what the melody sounds like. And before I forget to mention this, the melodic piano comes from Lounge Lizard. It's glued too. Moving on, we have our drums. I personally think this is pretty simple, but I'll show you just so you know. The easiest ways The easiest way that I think you can go ahead and start out your drums for the hi-hats is by going into your channel mixer onto the hi-hat and then putting fill each 2 steps, and then from there you can remove and add whatever you want. I like to have rolls in there and just triplets sometimes, but you play around with it and you make it sound how you want it to sound. Following that, we have a simple clap pattern that plays pretty low. Following that, here's a snare pattern. Pretty simple. After that, there's this open hat pattern, and it stays the same the entire time. Following that, there's a chance. And that's all there is for the drums. And then this is what it all sounds like put together. All of my melodies are routed to one track so I can detune using sound shifter pitch stereo. And then all of the melodies individually have their bass frequencies cut from them. This is so it doesn't clash with the 808 or make it sound muddy. I don't know what to... Yo, don't ask me about this EQ. I put this EQ on the bell just because I felt like it was a little too quiet, and that's the way I wanted to go about mixing it. But you can do it in other ways, and you might even know a way that's better than me. So go with what you want to do. And then this is the mixing for my 808. that was the entire beat. If you want to see more videos from me like this, you can go ahead and tell me down below in the comments. I might break down some more beats in the future, but I've been making a lot of music. If you got any suggestions for videos I should try to make, then you can tell me down below. If you have any questions for me, you can go ahead and ask me down below in the comment section as well. But that should be about it.